to the channel. It's your girl Victoria Hicks, and you are watching the Victoria Hicks Brand YouTube channel. Welcome. Do me a favor and subscribe. It would really make me happy. We have a goal here on this channel, and so subscribe and make sure that you follow us. Hit the bell notification so that you will know when I upload my next video. All right, so good morning. It is Monday, December 7th, I believe, and I am headed back to work. It's another weekly vlog, yeah. So we are headed to work. It is 55 degrees. It should be in the low 60s today. It's a cloudy day. It rained all night. So yeah, that's what we're doing. This week it's going to be, well, let me just say we have officially 10 more days until Christmas break. Yes, I am counting down. So today on the agenda is, well, this week I have science fair. I also have a new teachers meeting. I also have a couple of projects and some teachers to observe and assist, because this week they will be doing a review, because next week will be our quarter exams, and so I just want to go in, see the reviews, help with the reviews, and yeah, so this week is going to be kind of busy, but I'm grateful. Also, I'll be sitting in on some interviews tomorrow, which I'm happy about, because we are hiring a new science teacher. So I'm happy to sit in interviews, and hopefully we get a really great candidate so that all will be well. So with that being said, that's going on. What's going on today is I am going to be preparing for the science fair and the new teachers meeting, and that's pretty much it. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm paying attention to the road. So I hope you all had a great weekend. Hope you watched last week's vlog. It's up, it's out there, so make sure you watch it. I think I titled it I Am Confused, because last week's weather had me so confused. It just wasn't right for my spirit. I was so confused last week. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's where we are. We're headed to the highway and about to get this day started. See y'all later. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is December the 8th, and sorry for the lighting, but I'm headed to work. It's a lot going on. It's before 8, and I'm about to get on I-4 to head to the schoolhouse. I did not get much sleep last night, but it's okay. God is still good. I'm glad he woke me up this morning, and I won't feel tired today. That is my declaration. So what's going on today at work? Today I have a new teachers meeting at 8:45. Then I am sitting in on interviews for a science teacher. So we have 3 interviews today. I also am putting my final touches to the science fair. We had to change some things literally at the last minute on yesterday logistically for our students who are virtual students. We changed up how we're going to accommodate them, so I need to work on that. Woo! Y'all, sorry. So that's pretty much it. Hope I've talked your ear off. Oh, it's 45 degrees. It's super cold. I have on my hat, I'm on sweaters, I'm layered up, and I'm still gonna wear my big coat. It's so cold, but yeah, we're adjusting. We're not okay here in Florida with this cold weather, just not used to it. Anything under 50 degrees is just extremely cold to me, and it borderlines on being disrespectful. So, yep, that's what's going on today. I will talk with you all later. Hey y'all, it's Tuesday afternoon. Your girl is leaving the schoolhouse. Today was, whoa, it was crazy. I think I've yarned 130 times, but it's okay. We had a great day. Today was very busy, lots of movement, lots of walking around, lots of thinking and preparing, but we got it done and it's over. We now have 7 more days left of school before 8 more days left of school before Christmas break, which we are looking forward to. So, hope all is well with you all, and I am headed to my house, and I will talk with you all tomorrow. I did want to add this little tidbit. So, I have been struggling with one of my professors at my school, and I'm struggling because I'm all for feedback. In fact, I welcome it. I'm one of those people like, tell me. Every time I do something, like when I do a PD, I had to do a PD this morning for the new teachers. I'm asking another coach, like, how did I do? What can I improve on? Did I make sense? Was this point good? Like, I'm always welcome for feedback. And I want you to be honest with me. Please don't be like, oh, it was great. Oh, and it was horrible. Like, tell me, because I want to get better. So I'm all for feedback. So a part of one of the, I have to do 2 assignments that involve an interview and several different things. And I'm sorry, because this guy doesn't know how to drive. But there is like an interview process that we have to conduct interviews with our school principal. And then we have to write a summary about our interview. And so there are several questions that we have to ask. And one thing that I noticed about the questions off rip is whoever asked the question or created the question does not know how to ask a question. Because, I mean, when I tell you, I've never seen a question that was a paragraph long and it's one question. It's like, give me a summary of this with this and this part, and then include this and an asterisk and this, and then do this and that. And it's like, these are several questions that you've compiled into one. Fine, I'll try my best to answer it. But when you put in the question, summarize this, I'm going to give you a summary. I am not going to include verbatim everything that was said to me in an interview. If that's what you wanted, I'm assuming that you would say, hey, give me a transcript of your interview or whatever. I am summarizing, and I'm citing where I'm getting the information from. The feedback from the professor is not feedback. Her feedback to me is her sending me an email of the question that was put in the original post for us to answer. Ma'am. So of course I had questions. Of course. If you know anything about me, I have questions. So I asked questions. Can you explain to me the feedback? What was correct in the paper? What was wrong? What section of the paper was wrong? What do I need? Like, what do you want? And in her feedback, she goes, and if you want to discuss this feedback, which it was not feedback, let's set up a meeting. So I set up a meeting. This was 2 weeks ago. Set up a meeting, spoke with her, and her first thing she told me in the meeting was, so where do you want to start? Ma'am, you gave me feedback, so you must have a starting point. Like, you must have something that you want to discuss with me. So I'm like, I don't know. In my email, I asked questions because your feedback was not feedback. You just restated the question. So apparently you want to tell me something. And she was like, oh, well, yeah, you didn't answer the question. You didn't do this. Who were you speaking to? So I said, is there a particular way? Is there a particular, I can't think of the word that I used, but is there a particular way in which you want this paper written? Is there a format that oh no, there's no particular format. I wanted a summary. So did I not summarize? Well, I don't know, and then this and that, and you included this, and she went on. And I said, okay, so you want me to kind of like break the big question into smaller sections? No problem, I'll do that. So I redo it, send it to her. She comes back with 2 more things. And then I had to submit another assignment, and she came back in the same format. And so at this point, I just had to tell her in the best way that I know how. And this is years of perfecting how to be diplomatic in my responses. Y'all, I used to be so blunt and so matter of fact, but I have really tried, with practice, getting it wrong, getting it right, learning from experiences, talking to other people, trying to ask Holy Spirit to help me to answer and respond to people so that it does not come across so staunch or so harsh or even disrespectful. I have tried. So I've grown. So I really tried to figure out, pulled out a thesaurus and all to figure out how to respond to her. And all I could say was, if you think, and I didn't say it this way, but basically I said, the feedback that you have given me so far is indeed not feedback. It's not. Feedback is supposed to cause you to reflect, to grow, to stretch your thinking, to think about, okay, I see what she's saying. I could elaborate here. There's no feedback. If you ask a question and your feedback is to give the person the same question again, how's that feedback? Tell me what I did right? Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me on this part I need to improve on this thought. Expound on this thought. You have none of that. Ma'am. Y'all, I am too through with her. She is literally ruining this experience for me. Because I love to learn. I love to do my best. If you've worked with me, if you know anything about me, I try my very best to do things with excellence. And if I know I can't do it with excellence, baby, I'm not going to do it. I spent hours upon hours of time and research on this. And your feedback was, you give me the question that you originally gave me in the post. How? Ma'am. And I can tell, even though this is an educator's department, I'm in the Department of Education, she's not an educator. She's not an educator. It's clear you are not an educator, because if you were an educator, that ain't how you give feedback. Any educators out there will let you know that is not how you give feedback. When you give feedback, you say, sweetie, this part was great, but this part, expound a little bit more. Or you totally didn't give any information to this part of the question. Or, first of all, let's go back. You are not even going to give your students a very compacted question. That is literally impossible to answer when you got 16 indicators, not bulleted, but just separated by commas and a bunch of different thoughts that you think should be all compiled into a summary. You're not even gonna do that. But hey, who am I? I am somebody. And this somebody had to let her know so that you can grow, ma'am. Because we all trying to grow. What you're doing is not feedback. Oh no, it's not feedback. Not feedback at all. It's foolishness is what it is. Y'all, that thing had me hot. It had me hot, but that's okay. Other than that, today was good and today was busy. I started reworking my paper. There was only one thing that I could agree with her on, and she again just posted the question. I said I did not answer that question. I did not answer, even though the question was like 40 words long. No, I take that back. 60 words long. I did not tell you the allocations, because there was a question about how would you allocate funds. I'll answer that. But the rest of this, no ma'am. No ma'am, no Pam. Get your life together, ma'am. That's what I want you to do. And so I came back on here because sometimes in life, you got to advocate for yourself. There's a song that talks about sometimes you got to encourage yourself. Well, sometimes, baby, I believe that you must be in a position to advocate for yourself. Now, Victoria Tawana Curry Hicks has not always been an advocator of herself. No. I had to grow into this woman. I would let people walk all over me, talk to me any kind of way, until I said, oh no, this does not serve me. And so I refuse to have you penalize me for something, a skill that you lack. Won't do it. I'm going to advocate for myself. And I tell my students to do it. I tell teachers to do it. I tell my daughter to do it, especially. No, advocate for yourself. Ask your teacher why this and this and this is so. You're going to do it in a very respectful manner. I believe in respect. I believe in being tactful. I believe in being diplomatic. But you gotta let the person know, hey, yeah, don't do that. So I just wanted to come back on here and share that little tidbit today. I'll call that segment Ranting with Victoria. I was ranting, I know. But the light is acting crazy, so I am going to bid you farewell for real this time, and I will see you all in the morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am at work, as you can see, and I've been here for a minute now. It is 10:30. I did not talk with you all this morning on my commute to work, but I had a meeting this morning that I had to kind of rush to, and I was already running late. So the meeting was one of those meetings, but it's completed. Tonight is our science fair. Not tonight. This afternoon is our science fair immediately after school. On Wednesdays, we get out of school at 3:15 instead of 4:15. And so I am the science instructional coach, so I am spearheading the science fair. So I have been running around, and one of the things that we are a Title I school, and one of the things we're doing is we are also making it a family engagement night through Title I. And so one of the things that we have to do as a result of it being a Title I event is that we have to create literature or provide resources for parents. And so I had to kind of create resources for that. So I kind of created a newsletter thing, and basically it gives like 5 tips to prepare your child for high-stake testing. And on the back it talks about STEM projects that they can do at home, and so I did that. We have to have a survey, so I created that. The judges have forms but they're online. So I created signs. I have a whole thing of signs on here that I have to put on the tables, because there are different categories of the science fair, sign-in sheets, all that thing. So that's what I've been doing. In addition to that, right now I am about, well, third period, I'm going to go meet with the eighth grade because there was a science fair committee, the eighth grade teachers. But I'm going to go meet with them quickly just to make sure that they understand the logistics of this afternoon. Seventh graders are also participating, but it's not that many. Um, so, yeah, because of COVID and this year, it presents a lot more because this is my second year doing science fair. It presents a lot more challenges because we have students that are not on campus. We have students that are what we call Seminole Connect. These are students who are virtual students. And we have about 10 to 12 of them that have really great projects. Their parents have been working with them and they want to present their projects today at the science fair, but they're unable to come in person. So some were, like 5 were, but the rest weren't. So that presented another problem because we needed to figure out how they were going to present virtually. So we figured that out, but we haven't practiced with it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but 2020 has been that year. So a year of pivot, a year of adjustment, a year of figuring it out. So we just gonna figure it out. And at this point, it's gonna be what it's gonna be because I don't know. So what we have is that a teacher will basically, we don't use Zoom in our district. We use something called WebEx. It's the same thing as Zoom, literally. We are going to have a teacher, like a command center, where the teacher will basically pull up a Zoom. All the kids that are presenting their projects from home will log in to this particular WebEx like they were at home. And as judges come around to judge them, they will come and say, hey, and a teacher has to kind of go, okay, now it's Mario's turn to present its project. They have to kind of listen to the child present their project virtually. The child may have some type of display or share screen where they share their PowerPoint presentation. And that's how we're going to do it. I'm hoping that it works. I'm hoping that there's not major technical difficulties, but that's the inevitable. I hope that parents understand that it's hard when your child's not face to face. So, yeah. If this was all virtual, no problem. If this was all face to face, no problem. It's trying to get the combination of both to work at the same time in such a short time, because we only have an hour to do this. So we have from 3:15 to about 4:30 the latest. So it all needs to be done quickly. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have a little checklist. So I'm going to go through my checklist again to make sure I have everything. Then I'm going to send my principal and AP an update on what we're doing and what's going on. And I need to do that before 11:03. It's now 10:40. So I'm going to do that now. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. And then third period, I'm going to go to talk to my teachers. And then fifth period, I am going to eat lunch, and then go to the cafeteria and prepare. So I kind of got to put a little thing together. Yeah. So that's it. That's today. That's a little tidbit in the life of an instructional coach. Oh, I met with the teacher this morning as well because next week is our last week before we go on Christmas break. So next week is also the week that we test our students, our quarter exams. So this week a lot of teachers are doing review, and a lot of teachers are struggling with fun activities to review with our standard students. And standard students are your students who are struggling readers, may have some disabilities, may also be students that English is their second language. So you just can't play Jeopardy. and be like, I reviewed. Or you just can't play Kahoot. Like, it has to be something creative. So meeting with teachers in the last couple of days have always been like, what do I do with my standard students? I was thinking about this, but what else can I do? So met with the teacher and we came up with a plan, and hopefully it goes well. So I'm gonna try and peep in her class, but then I need to also be setting up for this afternoon because I have to do a quick turnaround. Um, the reason for that is our lunches don't end until 1:18 p.m. The science fair begins at 3:15. It takes about an hour to clean up. So I won't be able to set up the science fair until about 2:30. So I will literally have 30 minutes the most to set it up. It should not, I should be able to do it in 30 minutes. But yeah, it's like, yeah. So I have my good walking shoes and we're gonna make it happen. But anyways, I've talked your ear off long enough. I will see you all later. Hey y'all, it is the end of the day on Wednesday and it's 4:32. I'm just leaving the school. Today was science fair and oh my God, it went so well. To God be the glory. This was our biggest parent turnout that we've ever had since I've been there. Another teacher that has been there a few years before me, she also said that this was the biggest turnout that she's seen, and she's been there 7 years. So I'm just so thankful. I am. Sorry y'all, it's a big hill. So yeah, I am rushing home. I have a meeting at 5:15 to discuss my brand, my business, and I'm dedicated to doing everything that I need to do to make sure that I have multiple streams of income. So this is grinding season. Yeah. So science fair went amazing. We had some technical difficulties, but we worked them out. The science teachers were absolutely amazing. Everything was set up with them. I tried my very best to make sure everything was set up so that it could run smoothly, and it did. We had a couple of hiccups as far as the judging form, but I was right there, able to do what I needed to do, and everyone was able to judge properly. Now the real work is judging these and making sure that I have everything calculated to announce the winners on Monday. The kids did such a phenomenal job. These babies, in spite of everything going on, they have testing next week. These kids did some amazing projects. I mean, amazing. One project, this girl created a maze and wanted to see if plants will bend their stems towards the light. And so she created these plant boxes, and she had them structured so that the plant literally had to grow in a maze-like fashion. And phenomenal. It was great. We had robotics, we had STEM, we had engineering, we had just so many different things. So it was great. The kids that were online, they were on it. They had their presentations, and I love it. The teachers did an amazing job working with these kids. Kudos to them. My principal was pleased. My AP was pleased. God is pleased. So I will catch you all tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Friday. Woohoo! It's Friday. So there's no footage from yesterday, Thursday, because I was forced to work from home. We were waiting on a delivery Wednesday night. The delivery never came, and they decided to show up at 7 a.m. on Thursday. And the install was going to take several hours. So my AP allowed me to work from home, which was great. I needed it more than I thought I did. So we are on the way to work. The sun is shining bright, but it is still chilly outside. It's 52 degrees, but it's to me it feels like it's 40. But hey, we're here. The sun is out. We're alive, and it's Friday. God is good. God is good. God is good. He is good. So, we are at the end of the week. Today, I am wrapping up science fair. I am doing a couple logistical things, moving around. I have to print the participant certificates. I have to print the judges' certificates. I have to get ready for next week. I might possibly need to go and meet with a teacher. Yeah, there's quite a few things that I need to do before we leave today, but it will get done. Because next week, Monday and Tuesday are regular work days, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are early release. So yeah, we will have a new science teacher come January. So next week, because I won't be able to go into classrooms, I'm going to pull materials for the new teacher to help her. So that's what it's looking like. So I will see you all later on today. I need to go by the mall to the MAC counter and get some eyebrow supplies and materials, and make my way back home, because we have another delivery tonight and another one on Saturday. And yeah, so it's a lot going on, but we're here, we're excited, God is good, and I will talk to y'all later. Hello, it is the end of the day, Friday. Woo! Today just felt like the time was just like, I ain't moving, I ain't going nowhere. We just gonna be here. Woo! So happy to walk out of that building. 5 more days until Christmas break. 5 more days. Can't wait. This work week was great. This weekend is going to be, again, doing more stuff around the house, getting prepared, running a couple of errands, waiting for deliveries to come, furniture, cleaning up. And that's pretty much it. Relaxing. I can't wait to relax. I'm sleeping in tomorrow. So yeah, that's what's going on. So it's gonna be a great day. It's been a great week. I hope you all had a great week. I hope all is well with you. Let me know in the comments. If you've made it to this part of the video, you know what to do. You need to become a brand ambassador. You need to become a part of the Victoria Hicks brand. Make sure that you subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification so you can always be notified when I upload a video. We are back to weekly vlogs, and yeah, it was a week. It was a week. It was a week, for real. But anyways, we made it, and that's all that matters. So go ahead and do what you need to do and make sure that you're a part of the family so we can continue to grow. Yeah, so see you all next week.